Hello everyone, my name is Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician and activist. Today I've been creating a whole new series for the Spiritually Helping Other People YouTube channel. We've basically been creating videos about the 5 spiritual practices. Now, there's 5 spiritual practices that will help you to spiritually change and find who you are as a human being. So the 5 spiritual practices are prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, journaling. So within this video, we're going to be doing the 5th spiritual practice, and this spiritual practice is called journaling. Before we begin, I just want to make sure the viewers understand the importance of journaling. Now, journaling is when you get a book like this, as you can see here. So this is my own personal journal, a book where it has lined paper in it which you write in, right? So in the journal, you write in the journal, and the journal is basically processing your life and your thoughts and your thinking and your daily life. This is a journal. This is how it looks like. As you can see, I've been writing in the journal for a number of days now. Different parts of my life on different days. A lot of journal writing in this journal, which is the newest journal that I'm writing in, right? Now, journaling becomes very important once you do it. You need to get into the habit of journaling, and you need to get into the habit of writing your thoughts and your feelings and basically your daily life down on pieces of paper. This can become very beneficial if you do it, and it can help you to spiritually change and discover who you really are as a human being. Now, within this video, we're just gonna quickly share some of the different ways of how you can journal. So there's no right or wrong way in journaling. So journaling can be done in so many different ways. I'm just going to be sharing the ways that I think is very important to journal, and I'm going to be demonstrating just how to journal in my own specific journal, which is here. So the first thing I normally say to people when I talk about journaling is, first you want to write down your dreams and desires, right? So I'm just going to write down my dreams and desires and then share it onto the camera, right? So I've already got my dreams and desires here, so I don't actually need to write it down. So I'm just going to read it out onto the camera. As you can see here, they're already written. So in every journal that I write, I normally put my dreams and desires at the very beginning of the journal, so it's clear for me to see if I need to go back to it or if I need to read it again. I can always go back to the journal and read my dreams and desires. So within the journal, what I've written is I want to become an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician, teacher, counselor, philanthropist, creator, activist, entrepreneur, and millionaire. That was for my B list. For my passions, helping other people, music and faith. For my purpose, helping other people, selfless, creative, live for Jesus Christ, Jehovah and Buddha, live the no self. For businesses that I want to set up and create within my life, spiritually helping other people, Christopher Lee and Rose's ministry, Star Gang Rock Stars, which is a music company that I had before and I want to create again, spiritual, timeless, eternal music, Christopher Lee and Rose Foundation, spiritual change, spiritually going all out, and then love and peace community. Those are my businesses that I want to set up, foundations and ministries. Then we got to the do list, right? To become a healthier person, become a vegetarian, which I am already, give money away to charities, which I already do, give money to church, which I do, create things of meaning and value, go to the gym, travel the world, volunteer overseas, read 100 books, build a school, and then build a church. Then my have list, which is very important: my wife and kids, car, motorbike, buy a house in Margate, which is my dream destination to live, buy a flat in London, buy an apartment to build a music home recording studio, humanitarian business, ministries, music business, online business, and creative studio. So, as you can see with the journal, my dreams and desires are there. So it's already clear for me. Every day I can go back to this, keep myself focused on what I'm trying to achieve and what I want out of my life. So the next thing that I normally recommend in journal, which I'm going to write here, is talk about your feelings and emotions. So I'm just going to write a few things about today. So normally I would put a question and then I would write some paragraphs or sentences from the question. So I'll put how am I feeling today? So as you can see here, how am I feeling today? So I'm gonna put I feel, number one, spiritual. I feel faithful. I feel, I would say, content. I feel, how am I feeling? Meaningful. And how I feel valuable. So these are some of the feelings of how I'm feeling today, because I've been recording all day today, so I've done so many videos today, but that's how I'm feeling today. I feel spiritual, faithful, content, meaningful and valuable. The next thing that I would write in my journal is what is very important to me. So what is very important to me, as you can see here, right? So I'm gonna put number one, helping other people, because this is my life purpose to do, so helping other people. What's very important to me is my music, because I am a musician, so I'm gonna put music is very important to me. And what's very important to me is my faith and my spirituality and religion, because I'm a Christian. I'm slowly going to become a Buddhist, so faith, spirituality and religion. And also what's very important to me is just basically connecting to myself, like connecting to who I am as a human being. So which I normally say no self and selflessness. So no self and selflessness, right? So right now, these are the things that are very important to me. I've discussed how I'm feeling today, what is very important to me. The next thing, how you can do journaling, is you can process if you've had past traumas or difficulties or problems within your life. You can write about, how did that make you feel? What have you learned from it? Some of your lessons that you've learned from any traumas or difficulties you face. So the next question I'll put on the journal is, what spiritual life lessons have I learned today? So as you can see here, what spiritual life lessons have I learned today? So number one, I've learned to help other people and give back. That's one of the most important lessons I've learned today. helping other people, and giving back. I've learned that prayer, meditation, and mindfulness is very important. So I've learned that prayer, meditation, mindfulness is very important. I've learned also today that silence is the key to life. So silence is the key to life. Because in a world that we live in, we're very busy and we don't make time for silence. I've learned that do the things that you're scared of and do the things that you're frightened of. So do the things you're scared of and frightened of. I've learned that in life you have to keep moving forward. So in life you need to keep moving forward. And those are just some of the spiritual life lessons that I've learnt today. Now, we can spend so much time in journal writing. There's so many different things we can write in our journal. The important thing with journaling is that you need to make it a daily habit. So with the journal that I have here, I've been writing in this journal every single day. So every single day I write basically the day of when I'm writing in the journal, the day of, if it's day 1, day 2, day 3, the day of actually specifically what the date is when I write in the journal. And then because I'm a diabetic, I'll always put my diabetes readings in my journal, so I have a record of my own diabetes because I have diabetes. And then I'll just write my daily life, what's been happening in my day. Have I gone to work? Have I done any things at work that I was happy about or that was important to me? Some of the lessons that I've learned at work or in the community or with other people or alone when I'm alone. I always try to put spiritual life lessons in my journals as I write every single day. That really helps me a lot. If I've done any music, any videos or uploading, I would put that in the journal. I'll put anything that happens within my day. Normally in my journals I would write basically everything that I've done throughout the day. So I've got a record of everything that I've done, each day. So it's in my journal. I know what I've done for that specific day. I know some of the actions that I've taken forward from the day, some of the things that I want to do the next day. And I keep having a record of basically what I've done in my journal, which is very important. Now, in journaling, it's important to find what works for you, For me, just writing my day is a very important thing because it keeps me on track to moving towards my dreams and desires. For me, what's very important is constantly moving towards my dreams and desires and just moving forward in my life as I journal and as I process my thoughts and my thinking. Sometimes with journaling, we may get days when we're angry or frustrated or bitter or feel resentful or just having a low day. You can still process your low days in your journal, but just be mindful of what you write and give yourself that compassion and empathy and kindness that if you are having a low day and you choose to journal, try to think of solutions and ways to overcome the problems you're facing, which is very important. So you can think of problem solving skills, coping strategies, things that you've learned, things that will help you moving forward. Now, with journaling, it's very important to do it daily. So I'd recommend, if you do buy a journal, start writing it in daily, like do daily writing. In your journal, you should process everything. There shouldn't be nothing in your journal that you haven't processed. Even when you have like new ideas or new inspiration or new motivation, still write in the journal and process it. Sometimes my journal as well also talk about when I go to church or faith or Buddhist centers or prayers nights or prayer meetings or faith opportunities, because what's important to me is my faith and spirituality and religion. I try to document what I learn in church or what I learn in a Buddhist center or what I learn when I pray or what I learn when I meditate or do mindfulness. So I'm always trying to process information, and the journaling helps me to process that information. So with journaling, do what's best for you. Find out what works for you. Find out what will be helpful for you. Obviously, make journaling a daily habit, so do it every single day. The more you write, the more you know about yourself, the more you understand yourself. You can look back on your journal writing and see how you've made progress, how you've moved forward, and how your life is slowly changing. And journaling is a very important process to do, and it takes time to journal, to make the commitment, the dedication, the effort, and you'll basically start loving journaling once you journal. Just before we finish, what got me into journaling, when I started to journal, I can even show you how many journals I have, but that will sort of divert from the message of the journal. I was going through psychological therapy when I was younger, and my clinical psychologist, Dr. Karen Michigan, asked me if, have you considered journaling? And at the time, I was only probably 23, 24 at the time. And I said to Dr. Karen Michigan, I've never journaled before. I don't know what journaling is. And she said, if you want to know more about yourself and find out who you are as a person, then start doing journaling daily and start writing in your journals. Now, I've been writing in journals for over probably 10 to 13 years. So I've got at least maybe 10 to 20 or 30 journals that are just full of my writing, full of my inspiration, my motivations, my dreams and desires, and the things that I've learned along my journey. Also, with the journaling writing, what's also helped me as well is that now I can write books. Before me writing in journals, I didn't know how to write books. So through journaling writing, I've learned how to write books. So now I've got over specifically 42 books that I've written. So you can see the power of what journaling can do for you once you basically make it a daily habit. So invest the time, be a bit patient with your journal writing, learn as you go and process the information that you write, and you will learn a lot more about yourself and understand yourself a lot more. So journaling is very helpful and very beneficial. Okay, that's the end of the video now. Obviously you've seen my journal, you know how important a journal is for me, and obviously journaling can be important to you if you choose to do it. Okay, thank you for watching the video now. Have a good evening. Take care now. Bye bye now. Thanks.